Hello, viewing audience, and welcome to Empower Engage with Linda Matthews. Today, we have an interesting story and interesting legislation about the cannabis industry. And guess what? Ohio lawmakers, Republican lawmakers, are to introduce a marijuana legislation bill. Marijuana will become legalized in Ohio for adults 21 and over under Republican legislation coming into the House, Ohio House, a lawmaker planned to announce just this past Tuesday. The bill would encompass the growth, processing, distribution, and sale of marijuana and marijuana products. According to an announcement from the sponsor of the measure, Representative Jamie Callender, a Republican from Lake County in northwestern Ohio. Ohio already has a marijuana program legalized in 2016, and it was implemented in 2019. I wonder if all you know that, huh? But earlier this year, the Ohio Department of Pharmacy voted to make 73 dispensary licenses available in addition to the 52 dispensaries currently operating. The board also approved adding arthritis, chronic migraines, and complex regional pain syndrome to the categories for purchasing medical marijuana. In addition to the legislation being announced Tuesday, a separate ballot issue to legalize marijuana use and sales in Ohio is underway. The proposed statute from the Coalition of Regulate Marijuana, like alcohol, as a single issue would make it legal for adults 21 and over to buy and possess 2.5 ounces of marijuana and grow as many as 6 plants in your home. And that's why we have a special guest today, Mr. Bill Williams from Benaleaves up in Columbus, Ohio. Welcome to Engage Empower with Linda Matthews.
Hello. Hello. How are you today?
I am well. Thank you for coming on the show and telling us a little bit about your business and about this, maybe about the cannabis legislation.
Absolutely. No problem.
Mr. Bill Williams Jr. is currently the president of Benaleaves, and he is a medical cannabis processor in Columbus, Ohio. Now, Benaleaves strives to create deep connections with Ohio patients, manufacturing high-quality cannabis-based medical alternatives that promote health and wellness. So, Bill,
Yes, ma'am.
tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us.
So I'm born and raised Columbus, Ohio. St. Charles graduate, a proud St. Charles graduate. I left and went to college up in Boston University. So I'm glad I got a chance to get away, but it's really, really great to be back in Columbus. So.
That's great.
Yep.
Well, you have a very interesting business. Now, I understand from your history and your professional career that you were part of the Glory brand. Can you tell us a little bit about the Glory brand before we get started on Benaleaves?
Sure, not a problem, not a problem. So my father and mother, actually, we've got deep connections here in Columbus, Ohio. We used to have a restaurant back in the day called the Marble Gang Restaurant. A lot of your viewers might remember our restaurant. It was on the east side of Columbus, Mount Vernon Avenue. It was a great local spot. People used to come through all the time. Thursday nights were always a great night for us. So that really started my father's entrepreneurial spirit here in Columbus. He started Glory. My father started Glory Foods in, I want to say 1989 is the date that's stuck in my head. 89 is the date. Glory Foods is canned vegetables. Collard greens were our #1 selling item. And we sold those collard greens to every supermarket in the United States.
Yeah.
So it was a great success story. My father actually went down to Kroger. Kroger's headquarters is down in Cincinnati.
Yes,
and he went down to Kroger's and just pitched the idea. He said, no one's really catering to this community for Southern seasoned vegetables. They loved the idea. They took it in a bunch of the stores immediately, and he was off to the races. So it was a great company. I actually when I graduated college, my father was probably like 7-8 years deep into Glory Foods, and I told him I would come back and help his. At the time, I probably said something cocky like, "I'll come back and help your little company." And my father, he put me in my place, and he said, "Slow down, slow down. You can go mess up somebody else's company first." So, so I went to work for Coca-Cola to go see how the big boys do sales and marketing. But I finally came back to Columbus around 2001 and joined the Glory Foods team. I helped them with sales, and it was a great ride. It was a ton of fun. So the brand is still absolutely, it's in supermarkets right now. All the supermarkets that we got it into. It's still doing well. We're still super proud of what we built, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. We all enjoyed it.
Well, I tell you, I am a big fan of Glory Foods. I buy it all the time, still do. A lot of my family and friends buy it as well. So kudos to your dad and to you for delivering to the marketplace a great product that we all love.
Yeah, exactly.
Great food, right? And it saves a lot of time for us to cook. So it was great. It was just great. Now, moving forward, what inspired you to open Bentley's?
So my brother actually, he kept just reminding, he was paying attention to the industry, and he saw it coming. He just saw the opportunity coming, and he just kept saying, "Listen, we got to pay attention to this. We got to watch. This is the next new industry. We got to pay attention." So I just started, it was up on my radar. And my business partners, Peg and Jeff Hollenbach, Peg's got rheumatoid arthritis, really bad in her hands, and she was looking for alternatives. And so she started doing her research, and she came to cannabis. So when I found out that they were getting involved, I jumped at the opportunity. Jeff, her husband, he and I worked together with Glory Foods for many years. So I knew his capabilities, and I quickly signed up for the opportunity to get involved. But I'm not an expert by any stretch of imaginations on cannabis. I'm learning a lot as you go. And quite frankly, most people in this industry aren't experts. You talk to them and say, "Hey, what were you doing 2-3 years ago?" And all of them were, they were selling something else. They were doing research in another industry. So there's very few experts. But I'm the first to tell you, I'm not an expert. But one thing I love about the industry is the fact that the product works. I've been fortunate in my career that I've been working with great brands, with great products, and I never feel like I'm a salesperson. I'm just simply presenting people with information and just giving you information so you can make an informed decision. And I'm absolutely in that spot again right now. Before I got in this business, I had no idea how many people can't have real problems sleeping or are operating day to day with serious chronic pain. And I'm telling you, if you can't sleep or if you have chronic pain, we've got something that can help you. So it's fantastic being a part of something that you can stand confidently behind, and you just know that you can help a lot of people. I had a friend of mine call me up, and she told me, "Bill, my father just got diagnosed with cancer, and he's not sleeping and he's not eating. Can you help?" And I quickly shot back, "Absolutely, we can help. We can absolutely help. We got to get him a med card, and we can get him in a dispensary, but we can absolutely help those two things. We can help them right away." So it's just fantastic being a part of something that you can just be confident in. So
I think that is absolutely great. So what products does Bentley produce and bring to the marketplace? Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Absolutely. So Bentley's, we are a standalone processor, which means in this industry, you can be in cultivation, which is growing the products. You can be a dispensary, which is the storefronts where you can go in and buy it, or you can be a processor. So we are a standalone processor. And we like that part of the business. Manufacturing is in our blood. It's what we've been doing for the last 20 years. Making good products is what we do. Right. So we make vape pens, vape cartridges. We make gummies. We make lotions. We're currently making some gluten-free cookies. We just started making chocolate bars, some delicious chocolate bars. We also make capsules. So we really are just bringing variety to this industry. I talk to a lot of patients. I work an awful lot. We call them vendor days. It's an opportunity when we can go into stores and interact with the patients of Ohio, and also talk to the agents or the bud tenders that work in the dispensaries and find out what type of products they're really looking for. So we hear a lot of, the patients just are looking for options. One patient came in, she told me, hey, listen, I need this medicine, but I don't want this. I don't want the smoke. I don't want the smoke in my clothes. I don't want my kids to see me smoking. What else do you have? So we talked to her about the gummies. We started introducing her to some of our gummies. And she said, you know what? I'm actually a diabetic, or I know somebody who's a diabetic. I don't want the extra sugar. What else do you have? So we talk about, okay, we got capsules. We've got our capsules. That might be a good option for you. Some people have, they're like, I don't really want to take another pill. What else do you have? We tell them, okay, well, we have these delicious chocolate bars. Is that something that might work for you? Maybe not, maybe not. Okay, well, we got these gluten-free cookies. Is that something that may work for you? Maybe not, maybe not. My final close is we've got lotion. What about a lotion? You get all the effects, all of the proper effects in the body, but none of the head. Is that something that work for you? The lotion always closes them. There's very few people who won't try the lotion.
So when we talk about the products, let's tell the viewing audience some of the patients and some of the people who use your products. So like you and I talked before, and we talked about veterans with PTSD, and so tell us a little bit about the customers that will most likely use your products. I mean, we mentioned they added, we know from the legislators, they've added arthritis and chronic migraines and pain. So who are some of the people that use your products?
So whenever we work the vendor days, the patient education days, we see all walks of life coming through the dispensaries to come and buy cannabis products. It's an older population, 45 plus. 45 plus is the age range that are coming into dispensaries. You see all walks of life too. Black, brown, white, women, men, women. You see all walks of life at the dispensaries. Sleep and chronic pain are the two top reasons why most people get their medical cannabis card. So those are the two top that we're seeing an awful lot of patients coming in. And it really is, you talk about who our patient is. It's really more about who isn't coming into the dispensaries.
Okay.
In Ohio, it's really just people who don't even, you'd be shocked how many people in Ohio have no idea we exist. If I went to 10 people in Ohio right now and asked them, hey, where can I get cannabis? 6 of them all day would say, what are you talking about? That's illegal. And I could be standing across the street from a dispensary and say, that's a dispensary right there. If you got a medical card, you can walk in and purchase anything you want. So it's really just awareness. So it's, I bump into more people now, and they tell me the sleep issues they had before they started on cannabis. And just a thought, I mean, it's unfortunate that people are living with lack of sleep or in serious pain each and every day. So we've got something that can help you with that.
So most people who do want to purchase your products, they do have to have a medical card. So what is that process and how does it look?
Absolutely. If you want to participate in the Ohio Cannabis Program, you have to have a medical card. You have to have a medical card to walk into a dispensary. Okay. All the dispensaries in Ohio, it's kind of a box. When you walk in the front door, there's a little room that you walk into where they have to verify you are who you say you are and that you have this card. To get the card is super easy. There's over 600 doctors that are certified in the state of Ohio right now who are able to write a prescription card to get the Ohio Cannabis Card. And I'd say the majority of them do telehealth. Telehealth is available. So it's super, super easy, super convenient. There's an excellent doctor here in Pickerington, close to where I live. Her name's Dr. Williams. She's no relation to me, Her name is Dr. Williams, and it's her and her husband, and they're fantastic people. They sit there and talk to you and really talk about what you're trying to accomplish, how cannabis can help you, and how it will interact with what you're currently taking. So knowledge and information sharing is fantastic in this industry. And so to get the card, you just have to go in and show that you have one of the qualifying conditions. So you provide the paperwork, they verify that, boom, you're in business. You're able to go shopping at the dispensaries. And then the shopping at the dispensaries, it's fantastic, actually. It's really, a lot of these stores are, it's like an Apple experience, or like walking into a Whole Foods where you have all the strains available that you could imagine. And you have this fantastic variety of chocolates, different chocolates, a key lime pie chocolate bar, or a peanut butter and jelly chocolate, just fantastic selection. So it's actually super, super cool. It's very convenient. So it's a great experience.
Well, okay. I know a lot of people who veterans, people with lupus, like a lot of people with PTSD that take the cannabis products. But what are the health benefits from taking your products? What does the market need to know?
The biggest benefit is the side effects. There's no side effects compared to the prescription pills that is the alternative. One of my guys who works for me, our director of sales, director of business development, he has sickle cell, and he's fighting it every day. When he went to his doctors and asked for help, they gave him a handful of pills and really told him, hey, good luck. They're still trying to figure it out. So he cut all of that off, and he started treating his pain management with cannabis. And that's all he's using right now. And he's able to get up and go to work and all day during the week. He travels all around the state, and for sales calls, and he's just able to be a fantastic functioning Buckeye. So you talk about side effects. The fact that it doesn't have the ridiculous side effects that the alternative that the prescription pills give you. A lot of times they give you one pill to help, and at least 3 more pills. So it's just unfortunate. It's very unfortunate the marketing they've done against this plant for all these years. And they made it out to be the worst thing ever, and it couldn't be farther from the truth. So we're very happy to be a part of this. We're very happy to share that it is, one thing that we do, and this isn't just us at Bennett Leaves, this is everyone in the program, all the processors, all the cultivation. We test our products, so we know exactly what's in. So we buy tested material from the growers.
Okay.
And then we turn that tested material into distillate. Okay. When it turns into distillate, we send that out to third-party testing, so we know exactly what's in our distillate. Then we turn that distillate into a gummy, into a vape pen. The finished product also goes out and gets tested. So everything at a dispensary has been tested 3 times. So you know exactly what's in your product every single time. So it's super safe product, and it's something that you can start to dial in your method of consumption and really figure out what works best for you. So there's so much that we don't know about cannabis yet.
Right.
And it's really just talking to, there's some great agents at the stores, at the dispensaries. I mean, fantastic people who can sit there, and if you're open and you walk in there and have an honest conversation about here's what you're trying to achieve, you can get the help that you want, and they're happy to help.
That is absolutely amazing. And the fact that it's a plant, it's not chemicals that are made in some factory in China.
Correct.
These are great. This is a plant that's been around for hundreds of years, and
correct,
make it into a product that's beneficial to the marketplace. I think it's just absolutely amazing. And
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
We actually offer tours of our facility. We're so, for one, we're very proud of what we built, but we really just want as many people as possible to come in and see what we're really doing here.
Okay.
It's actually really, really cool science.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, we just want to normalize cannabis to as many people as possible. So we actually offer tours on Mondays. Any Monday at 3 o'clock, as long as you call us and let us know, you not as long as you need to call us and let us know you're coming so we can get it scheduled. But we offer tours to everybody to come through and see the science that's involved to making these gummies, to making the gluten-free cookies. And I think if more people would come in and see, first of all, they'd be blown away at all the science that's involved. And two, they can see that we're seasoned business professionals. We're serious about this. We take this deadly seriously. We can be trusted with this responsibility. So.
Well, I think that's great. That was my next question, to tell us about your facility
I got you.
and your products and how it's produced. I had the opportunity to come do a tour, and I was just absolutely blown away. I was just so impressed with the science behind it. And so tell the viewing audience, see, I know because I've been there and I was just blown away, but tell the viewing audience, what type of experience can they expect when they walk through that door? Because they will just be, I'm not going to say it, I want you to tell them, because I was just blown away. It was fantastic. So tell them a little bit about what type of experience can they expect when they walk through that door.
Absolutely. So our facility is located on the west side of Columbus in the Hilltop.
Okay.
We're in a 12,000 square foot building. It's a little big for us, but we've got room to grow. So we're fortunate we have the space. We're using CO2 extraction. We think CO2 extraction is extremely clean, is very safe. So we're happy to walk everybody through and actually see what CO2 extraction looks like and why we're so confident about this extraction method. I've offered a lot of tours. I've led a lot of tours personally, and a lot of people come through, and at the end they say, I knew I was coming to a facility today, but I didn't expect to see all this. Yes. So it's just a lot of science involved. And I'm not a science guy, I'm a sales guy. Right. And I don't pretend to be a science guy. So if I'm leading your tour, it's going to be a very high level tour. And I don't even attempt to tell you the names of some of the strains of the equipment, but I always got somebody positioned close by that I can, quickly, yank on their lab coat and say, hey, come here for a second. I need you to come explain what this equipment does. But my team is very, very proud of what they do. And they love to jump in and love to share their knowledge of the equipment and the process that where we're going to. It's a fantastic industry. I've done a lot of tours at even some of my competitors' facilities, and I've never seen anything like it where it's just this open. Once again, all the marketing against the cannabis plant for all these years. So all of us that are involved now, I think we're also proud of what we're doing, that everyone is just super willing to just share. And I'm not familiar with that. My previous life worked for Coca-Cola. We didn't share anything with our competitors. So
quite a different environment.
No, exactly. It was a much different environment. But it's just fantastic to be around people who are that open and willing to share. So I'm super proud to be a part of this.
You should, because your staff was just amazing, and your facility was just, it's just like a showstopper. I was just so surprised at what I saw, and the science that went behind it was just absolutely amazing. So viewing audience, look up his website and he'll give it to you at the end of the show so that you can request a tour. You will not be disappointed in this facility at Bend & Leaves. Now, this is a growing industry, and a lot of people may not know about it, but tell us a little bit about how many jobs are being created in this industry, because I know it's taken off. A lot of people are getting healed, and a lot of people are getting rest and all the things that come with it, with the medical card. But tell us a little bit about the other side and the job creation that this industry is helping with around the state of Ohio. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yep, that's another exciting part of our business. The fact that it is a brand new industry, and we've created, I think the last time I heard, I think there's 8,000 people that work in the cannabis industry in the state of Ohio. You have to get a badge from the state of Ohio to work in our industry.
Okay.
And once again, none of us, I'd say not all, but the majority of us, we're all doing something else.
Right.
So it's such a it's a new industry, and it's just fantastic that everybody's coming running. That's another good thing about it too. Like you hear about people in other industries, and they're having a tough time finding people, finding qualified people. None of us are having that problem. Whenever we put up an application on Indeed, tell them we're looking for people, the resumes come in. We had a new person start today, and I met her for the first time today, and you could just see it on her face. She was just excited. She was just excited to be a part of it. And the fact that this industry isn't going anywhere. So everything you're learning, it's just a great opportunity to just jump into a new industry, and you come in new without knowing anything. And inside of a year, 2 years, you could be almost at an expert level, especially if you dive in and really show that you have a passion and willing to learn. Some in other industries, people hold on so tight to what they know, and they don't want to share, don't want to teach anybody young. You don't see that at all. But at our shop, and I don't think we're that different. I think we're, like a lot of, but we let people figure out where they want to work in this industry, in the sense that, you may be working in packaging one day, you may be out doing a delivery the next, you may be helping me with sales the day after that, or you could be in the kitchen making gummies. And we let the people figure out which piece of the industry they like and what they want to learn. And the sky's the limit. There's no one in our shop right now where we're telling them, hey, slow down, just be grateful you're packaging something today. Not at all. Our best extractor right now, he came to us and said, hey, can I come drive for you? We said, yeah, sure. Then he actually came back to us and said, hey, driving is fine, but I'd really like to work with that equipment in the back. We said, yeah, sure. He jumped back there, learned the equipment. He knows the equipment backwards and forwards now. He's one of the best extractors we have. And he was not working in this industry a year and a half ago. One of the best extractors we have. And it's just absolutely fantastic just to dive in and have the opportunity to learn this and be a part of once again, an industry that's only going to go up. It's the people who don't have a card yet, it's just because they don't know that we exist. And the people who are out there suffering with sleep or, pain, it's just that they don't know the solution is right here. So the industry is not going anywhere. 8,000 people working in the industry right now, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, you mentioned it earlier, those 73 dispensaries that are going to come online early next year, that's going to bring a lot of awareness to the industry.
Yes,
in that there's just going to be so many stores now where you can find these great products. So we're going to need more people. And here's another one too. You don't always have to work in a plant touching environment. The industry needs marketing people. We need packaging. We need delivery drivers. We need all the same tools that businesses have been using for years here in this industry. And the knowledge that people bring from those other industries, packaging, logistics management, marketing. I mean, the reason why we have an awareness problem is because we have a marketing problem. Right. So if you were marketing for Coca-Cola or Verizon, and you were putting together their marketing materials,
right,
this entire industry would welcome you with arms wide open. Come on in, please help us. Please help us grow something fantastic. So there's nothing but opportunities. It's a great time to get into this industry.
Well, that's absolutely amazing. And for all of you who are listening, you heard them talk about those jobs. So, hey, keep your ears open. More is coming. Now, how can a customer who needs your product purchase them? They can only go to the dispensary with the card. Can you explain how? Because most people think you just come to your facility and purchase it, but no, that's not how it works. Can you? No,
that's absolutely not. That's not how it works. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. So everything that we make at this facility has to be sold to an Ohio dispensary.
Okay.
So we sell to the dispensaries, and then the dispensary sells to the general public. So
Okay.
once again, you just have to have an Ohio medical card, and it's an easy process to get one. There's over, I think that the number is like 600 doctors in the state of Ohio that offer medical cards. So it's an easy process to get one. And then once you have a medical card, you're able to go to any of the great dispensaries around the state, walk in and just find, fantastic selection. So it's a super easy process.
That is absolutely wonderful. And is there anything else you want to tell us that maybe I did not cover? Is there anything else you want us to tell us about your industry or about your company?
No, we are. We're just getting started. We're just getting started. I'm super proud to be a part of this industry. There's nothing but opportunities. So I tell everybody there's no better time to jump in. Some people say, it's too late. The stores are already open. There's no equity opportunities. No. Don't sell yourself short. Or another one I hear is the market's already too saturated. Not at all. No, by no stretch of imagination.
Okay.
So if you got an idea, if you got an idea for a gummy or a cookie or something that you think would be medicated and would work fantastic in this industry, please reach out and talk to us. I'd love to help you get it into the stores. You got to work with a processor like me or someone like me, but there's a lot of them out there, and we're not saying we're cornered the market on all the ways that this product can get to the patients. So if somebody has an idea, like I said, I've never seen anything like it where so if you got a barbecue sauce and you want to get it into Kroger, good luck. But if you got a barbecue sauce, you want to get it in these dispensaries, let's talk about it. We can make that happen. So
okay, everyone, you heard what he said. So I mean, it's just a wonderful industry. You're helping thousands of people across the state of Ohio. And I am just so proud of what you're doing. Your facility is absolutely amazing. So how can the public get in touch with you for a tour? Can you give us your website? How can we get in touch with you?
So our website is easy. It's bennettleaves.com. You can shoot us an email at info@bennettleaves.com. We're a very small shop. We got 20 employees. So if you shoot us an email, we'll probably respond to you that afternoon. Or worst case scenario, the very next day. We're on top of our emails. We love talking to people. We love sharing what we know. Welcome all to come through for a tour. Come see for yourself. Come see what we're doing. But it's a great opportunity.
Can someone go on your website and schedule a tour? Or should
the best way is just to shoot us. The best way is to shoot us an email.
Okay.
That's the best way. That's the quickest way. That's the absolute quickest way.
All right. Well, Bill, I want to thank you for coming on Empower Engage with Linda Matthews to give this wonderful information out to the state of Ohio. Hopefully at some point in time, it can go beyond the state of Ohio because there's such a great need for your products. But I want to thank you for your diligence and your savviness in business in bringing these type of products to the marketplace, especially for those, who, have all these different issues and PTSD and things like that. Thank you so much for bringing an alternative, to the marketplace for people who do not want to take those pills, from the doctor. So thank you very much. And thank you for appearing on Empower Engage with Linda Matthews. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
You got to come back.
I appreciate your time. Yeah, you do a great job. I'm glad I had the opportunity to meet you and keep talking with you and keep sharing. So thank you to your audience.
And thank you for being on the show. Okay, then that concludes our show. Thank you, viewing audience, for watching the show, and we'll see you next time.
Benelli's is incredibly important to me and my partners because of what we can give and what we can do for the patients of Ohio.
At Benelli's, we are incredibly dedicated and devoted to educating patients, bud tenders, and our staff about the benefits of medical cannabis.
Special about Benelli's is we come from a food and beverage background, so we're using that as a strength. We bring the food science and the extraction piece together. We come at this with the focus of it's medicine, but it can still taste good.
We built this facility to FDA, USDA, pharma grade standards. So when you come into this facility, what you see is not a food manufacturing plant, you see a pharmaceutical manufacturing plant.
So we at Benelli's, we listen to the patients. We listen to our customers and the consumers, the patients of Ohio, to make certain that we have the right products at every store all the time.